What is going on, everybody? How are you doing? John, Tom, Random Games, Resurrect, RR. How's everyone doing? This event quest isn't going to do itself, and I got the time, so I thought, let's go ahead and do this. Let's do this. I like it. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy this. I think I maybe enjoy this. I do definitely as much as making the videos, and maybe even more so. Maybe even more so. Random Games, you're doing excellent. That is awesome. That is awesome. I'm doing well. You know, I got to stream a little bit this morning. Now it's this afternoon, and we're back at it. It's a good day. It's a good day. Jets, Marvel, guys, I'm trying to put a team together, and I need your help. I have a 5-star Corvus, 5-star Ghost, 6-star Wasp. So, wow, that is a great team. That is a really great team. I'll be honest, Jets, maybe I'm just reading it poorly, but I am not sure I understand what the question is, because that's just a great team. I'm trying to put the team together and need your help. I have a 5-star Chorus. Is there a specific a fight or a quest or something like that you're trying to put it together for? I think I'm just not understanding the question. So maybe try it a different way if you can. Sins of Hell, what's up, buddy? Thanks for doing Random Games. Glad to hear you're doing well. Smart TV 52, how are you doing? Adam Johnson, use your keys. Use your keys. Oh, for the side quest here. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do today. I just got 8 of them. I did the super hyper turbo special fatal ultra mutant showdown last time. I think I'm gonna do them again, right? I need to do them 16 times to get the tier 5cc. Is that correct? If anyone feels like they really know what's going on in that quest, please shout out, because I think I'm just gonna do that one again. I won't do it 8 times right now. I don't think that'd be that interesting, but I will do it a few times. Oh, Jets, you're trying to do 6.2. Yeah, I mean, dude, that's a great team there. You've got all kinds of options. You've got slow, you've got immunities, you've got Corvus, you've got ghosts. You know, the Immortal Abomination probably would help on a lot. I think just look at the quests that you're trying to do and then tailor the team. And if it's not going well, just back out. Just back out and start over. I like, you know, I think that's always better than just resorting to the units and things like that. I fell into that trap for so long in this game. John, don't do it 8 times this week. Okay, should I do one of the other ones? It's very complicated, but Seaton has a video detailing it all very well. All right. Should I at least do it a few times? John? Only do 2 and save for 3 to 4 weeks. Okay. I do need to do the mutant half the time. Okay, but it looks like it's pretty clear from what everyone's saying. I should do it at least 2 more times here. So we'll do it twice, and then we'll go to the regular monthly event quest. I would like to get that over quickly so that I can get back to doing Act 7, Book 2, and Variant. I really haven't touched it since last we streamed, so I'd like to get back onto that. Do you think next week we'll have 10 more 25% revives? I don't know. Did we get 25% revives? Maybe we did, and I just didn't notice. Did we get them this week? Give me a little more info if you can, Florian. Jog my memory. I got a lot. I got a lot going on, so I tend not to remember everything. No. Okay. All right. Let's do 2 this week, and let's jump into it. I really enjoy these because you get to I get to use some of my absolutely favorite champions in the game. And that's always a good time for me. I did an unlisted test stream yesterday, and this is actually the quest that I was doing, and it was fun. Me and someone, there was I could see I had 3 viewers. I had 3 viewers. What's up, man, Falcon? Thank you so much for showing up, buddy. I had 3 viewers and none of them were saying anything. It was pretty funny. I was trying to entice them to talk, but they just weren't into it, which is fine. I respect that. It's the coins, Vega. The coins for the arena. The coins for arena are the revives. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I haven't done much arena. It's something that I kind of want to do to fill time for streaming, to allow for a little bit more conversation and things like that. But time just being what it is, I just often don't have it to truly do the arena. I would like to do it, of course, for the rewards and the units and things like that when time allows. But as of right now, I want to. Okay, I'll watch. I'll watch the video for sure. Yeah, and I definitely would want to get 11.5 K 6-star shards and then the tier 5 CC. So I will watch that for sure. Thanks, John. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it a lot. All right, so let's go and jump in. I always like to use Night Thrasher for this. Night Thrasher versus Night Crawler. The only issue is if Night Crawler sends himself red by holding onto block, which he can do sometimes. But Night Thrasher is just so good. I mean, he's good at a lot of other things, of course. But as an evade counter, as you see, the evade failed showing up there. His skateboard attacks cannot be evaded. All right, I better try to bait a special here. I've had Nightcrawler send himself red more than once while doing these. See, yeah, he's doing it. He's trying. Just get a couple of debuffs on if we can. So I got to throw the SP1 in order to do that. All right, so we'll land an SP1, get a debuff on, and start this going for us. I feel like he's paying very, very passive. And I'm about to lose. Yep, I lost my debuff. That's all right. This is pretty much the only fight that I'm bringing Night Thrasher in for. So if he doesn't finish it off, it's no big deal. Yeah, no problem. No big deal. Rogue is annoying in this quest. Yeah, she can be a little bit. You have to be really quick on the heavy response. But she's not that bad. She's not that bad. We'll get into it. Watch, I'll probably mess it up pretty bad now. All right, so we've got Guardian charged up. Like I was saying, I really was just using Night Thrasher because it's fun. And I like to take him with Cosmic Ghost Rider. They're great travel companions. And if it wasn't for the kind of the trickiness of the node there with gaining power, yeah, Liam, that's what I tend to do. I tend to heavy counter Rogue's SP1 with my Cosmic Ghost Rider. That's exactly what I tend to do. Sometimes, though, sometimes I can get the heavy off quick enough to get her. And that's always, that's fun. But Cosmic Ghost Rider can do most of these on his own, just with that first special too. Guardian's great for the Iceman, as we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at that. Adam, I used Warlock or Cable for the Rogue. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. I've never really thought about that with both of those champions. The reach on both of their heavies is really good. That's a really smart call, buddy. I love Warlocks because it's so quick. It's quick and it reaches far. Cables is not nearly as quick, but it does have a long reach. Sometimes the visuals are a little odd, I feel like. Where I feel like I evade his heavy, and it looks like it should hit me, but it doesn't. But Warlock, wow. That's a smart call. And just back up for our SP2 here. And I think that should end it. I always like it because he goes into that power gain, but because of the Fate Seal and the Damnation, he doesn't even get it. And then he dies anyway. John, I like Professor X for Rogue. You can use Falter for some cheap and easy heavies. Oh, that's a really good call too. And that's what's, so Florian makes a great point. I think Rogue is annoying here. And then that's kind of what I like, though. I like when they do that, when there's kind of an annoying bit of content, but it's doable. It just forces us to kind of look for some options. It forces us to look for options as opposed to it forcing us to have a very, very, very specific single counter, right? All right. Let's go and see if I can land a couple of the heavies after parrying her. I doubt I will, and I'll probably have to. Oh, there's one. Yeah, I didn't press hard enough. Yeah, I was pretty sure that one wasn't going to land. There we go. There's two. That one wasn't going to land. I wasn't ready. Not heavy enough. And let's go ahead and bait the special and land one. Come on, Rogue. I love that big windup. With Cosmic Ghost Rider, we so usually see the heavy canceled, so we don't really get to see his full animation, but he's got that big old windup, and it's very cool. The chain is flowing. So that's one of the things I actually really like about this fight. They spend all this time creating these really cool animations, and then we cancel out the heavy. I don't know. I find it humorous. All right, so let's go ahead and land the SP3, get the Fury from it. Back into the corner. Hey, yeah, I was actually trying that on that test stream last night. It is a skill that I need to develop. I need to work on that. I know that's something that definitely can work for. All right. I know that is a skill that can be very helpful that I have not fully developed yet. So yeah, the heavy is cool, right? Like it was always canceled and now we get to see it. Metal Sonic Dude, what's up, brother? Thanks for showing up. Hey, Vega, it appears that I have finally finished my new rotation with CGR. I'm going to call it the Eternal Perdition. Ooh, I like it. It really sums up the entire fight from start to finish, plus some synergies needed. It takes the best parts from a lot of well-known rotations and combines them into one cycle. Dude, I am really excited about that. Are you going to put that into a video? Let's hype that up. Definitely put it into a video, dude. I know you like to share the information, and that is awesome. But let's put it into video. Throw that on Twitter. Let's hype that up and let's get that shared amongst the community, right? Like, I mean, this is a great champion that they have made, and let's get that information out there. But let's make sure you get the credit for it too. Rob, dude, thank you so much for showing up. We're 2 for 2 today, you and me. That's awesome. How was your day? How was it? And then so excited to rank up CGR. Watching you play was awesome, dude. I am glad to hear that. I am really glad to hear that. And then it looks like Metal Sonic Dude's got a new rotation he has discovered. And get that out there. There's a lot of good information out there. And I think that one of the key things is all the good info that's out there almost always starts out, or they emphasize, look, there's a lot of ways to play this guy. Start off with understanding his damnation or his judgments, his damnations, his judgments, and what to do if something kind of goes off, or how to vary it based upon the health pool of the opponent you're fighting and the fight in general, or the node. So always look for those. Of course, I like my videos. Metal Sonic Dude, I'm sure this one's going to be awesome, and he's probably discovered something great. And then Slayer. Slayer is putting out a lot of work, really working hard, and it's high quality stuff too. Ghost Dog, what's up, buddy? Thanks so much for showing up. Is there anything good about Dormammu other than his power lock? No, there's doesn't he do energy attacks? I think he does energy attacks. His power has always been, his damage has always been lacking. Even when he first came out, he was a nice war boss, a nice defender, because of that degeneration, which was really a pain in the butt, to be honest. I'm saying it was nice, but it was only nice if you had him, not nice fighting against him. There's not a lot there. I really wanted to like him, and he's more of a defender. Just it is what it is. Yeah, Metal Sonic Dude, good point. He is immune. He has nice immunities, so that's true too. He does. Metal Bro, what's up, dude? How are you doing? Metal Sonic 2 is making the video right now. Just need more gameplay. Isn't that I do not like that feeling. That's where I'm at right now. Is I need more gameplay for Spider-Ham, and I need more gameplay for Dragon Man, and I keep trying to get it, and I'm like, no, this isn't quite perfect. This isn't quite perfect. So then I go back and try to do it again, and then all of a sudden it's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I gotta work tomorrow. What am I doing? And then there's no video made. Whew. That was not a good evade, but look at what Guardian can do. Guardian's like, I don't even care. I don't even care. This guy is awesome. I'm glad that he's been out in a few crystals. So I think as a result, the community is starting to get him. I'm getting more comments on my videos on him from people saying, "Hey, dude, you know what? I got him, and I awakened him, and I took him to 6200, and like he's really good." So that's a good feeling. I'm glad that's happening. White Bear, gents, I just learned to ghost. Congratulations. That's not easy. It takes a while. Pulled the 5-star and rank 5 straight away. Very good. One shot 6.2.4 Kingpin. Wow. You did learn to ghost. Way to go. Seriously understand why everyone's been doing. Yeah, that's awesome. See, that's like what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about when I say like I hope that everyone gets to have Apocalypse and Cosmic Ghost Rider. They're so fun and they're so good at the game. I'm glad that you got the chance to get him. Dragfire, we did it, dude. I told you that I might try to sorry about that. It was a little noise background, a little background noise. That I would try to stream this afternoon. I thought I might see it clearing up, so it's afternoon for me, and I'm glad we did it. 4:30 in the morning. You are up early. I'm doing well. And then Metal Sonic 2, totally great. It takes time to make it work right. Gets time consuming. Yeah, and you get bogged down in it. I think the smart idea is to be like, well, okay, so I made a mistake in the fight. It is what it is. Let's move on. But when you're really excited about a champion, like I know you are about Cosmic Ghost Rider, you just want to get it perfectly. I keep making that mistake against Longshot. What is he doing? I don't fully know Longshot, like not perfectly. Is he nullifying the power gain? Someone just pulled him. John, wasn't it you that just pulled Longshot? I think let's see if John's still here. He was here earlier, I believe. And he just pulled Longshot, and we were explaining that no, Longshot is a very good champion. I think his abilities are worded a little awkwardly, but we're used to that by now. If I wait for the perfect moment, this fight will take for years. So it's just let's go ahead and do brawl. The note is called brawl, and I think it kind of turns it into a brawl. I don't like it. This is my least favorite note in the game. All right, let's go ahead and finish this guy off. Vega, where does the Vega come from? Is it from Street Fighter? Mad Falcon, yes, that's exactly what it's from. So I was a kid when that game came out. I really enjoyed the character. It also happened to be where no matter how good I got at the game, that tended to be where I would end up losing. I think he was right after the Mike Tyson version fight. I can't think of what they called that champion. And then I really loved the movie Pulp Fiction. And there's a character, the John Travolta's character in there is named Vincent Vega. And so I just really like those two. And it's just a name I've used for gaming for a very long time now. What's even better is just pulled 6-star Ghost. Dude, White Bear, you are having a day. Congratulations. Liam Wright, no one raves about that Kingpin. Easiest boss in Act 6, in my opinion. Maybe. Still impressive, though. Easiest boss in Act 6. Still a high bar. All right. Vega, just sent you the Seaton vid I mentioned in Discord. Thank you so much, dude. I do really appreciate it. Save you some search time. And maybe, John, you maybe you answered already, but that was you who just pulled the long shot, right? Liam, yeah, I see some people think Ghost is harder than she is. Thought you meant that Kingpin boss. All right, so folks are just figuring some stuff out. Metal Song has 60% nullify at 6200, like OG Strange. Got it. For some reason, I thought that was only with Unstoppable buffs. I remember I got very excited for him. I was taking lane 4 in War on the old map when he came out in the game, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is the prayer, the answered prayer for all lane 4 takers. I really misread his abilities, and I thought he was going to steal all Unstoppable buffs and take them for himself. So just a pure steal. And that's not exactly how it seems like it worked out. I remember I never even used him for lane 4. So, yeah. All right. Okay, so it looks like people are answering. It looks like folks know their long shot, which is good. Doesn't long shot copy your buffs? Yeah, I thought it was something like that. I thought so, but it looks like we're getting that cared for. Sins of Hell, Quake against Longshot, easy. Can be. Yeah, definitely can be. All right. Kings of Love, buddy, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks so much for stopping by. Tom, thanks for stopping by, dude. I do appreciate it. And good luck with work in the morning. Vega, so hard to fight in OG Street Fighter, and Pulp Fiction was a great movie. Once I watched it. I rewatched it with my wife a couple months ago. I think it was maybe on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix. If it's not anymore, it was a couple months ago. And I honestly probably haven't seen it in 15 years. Like really sat down and watched it. And it just struck me how much it influenced culture. Like I know it was also a reflection of culture, but even just the way they all spoke to each other, like it took me right back. Like I recalled having friends who that's just how they spoke in high school. And you know, I don't recall us speaking that way before. I don't recall us speaking that way before we watched the movie. So it really had an impact on people. And I think it's his best film, in my opinion. Oftentimes with directors like that, the most popular one is not their best, but I'm struggling to think of one I like better, and I can't. Metal Song, dude, that would have been wild. He would have never had a problem. Yeah, exactly. I mean, in hindsight, what I thought he was going to be would have been so ridiculously overpowered. But you know, hey, we can want things, right? We can want things. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And see, that's what we were saying. We never get to see the full heavy from our favorite Cosmic Ghost Rider friend. From our Cosmic... Strange MTOC. So you're saying Pulp Fiction is one of Tarantino's top 5? Tarantino on his own? Or are you just saying top 5 movies? Or if you don't mind, let me know. Qualify that top 5 a little bit more. Cataclysm, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. John, yeah, I thought it was you. So it looks like we were having a little long shot discussion here. Hopefully, if you have some questions, ask away. The chat seems pretty smart on them. PP, hey Vega, don't know what I just walked into, but I don't want an apocalypse. That's how I feel. That's how I've felt the last couple of months. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I know I want apocalypse. So I agree with you. He's awesome. Strange movies. Yeah, it is really good. It is really, really good. Not exactly kid friendly. So if, I am not advising it for youngsters. But it is a great movie, and it's been really interesting for me to watch it. Like I said, a few months ago, versus when I was a kid. I caught on to so many more things. Made me realize like how sheltered I was as a youth, as Joe Pesci says. Okay, so if I remember the chat was saying that I should do this event one more time, though, correct? I should do this one more time. If anyone has confirmation on that, I should do this twice. Agent X, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Strange top 5 movies. Yeah, I could see that. All right, so we'll do this one more time, and then we'll move on back to the monthly event quest. I would like to do better against that Night Crawler with Night Thrasher. I know that there are better ways to probably do that. Okay, and so I'll use the 2 tokens and I will stop. And I have a feeling that's what John was advising I do when in Seaton's video. It sounds like Seaton did a really good video on how to efficiently and smartly use your tokens. And I do think this was one of the more confusing side events that we've had in a while, which is really saying something. Because they try to pack in a lot of information and make it fun. But, explaining it well does not appear to be the top priority. All right, so now let's just heavy this guy. We ended with a light. I think that's enough. You don't have to do the full 5-hit combos with this guy. And then let's just heavy and refresh the debuffs. Let's see if I can't get the incinerate on there. There we go. This is a much cleaner fight than the last time. Yeah, and that heavy's doing some nice damage now. And I think this might finish him. Yeah, so that was a much better version of Night Thrasher. That's part of what I like about him. I say it a lot, but he doesn't have to do something. He doesn't have to apply a debuff. He doesn't have to like back up and hold block or all these various things that are in the game, which I liked. I'm not trying to make fun of those. No shade to those mechanics. But he doesn't have to do that to be an evade counter. And as you saw, he can do it with class disadvantage, which if you think about slow, there's not a lot of disadvantages to slow or weaknesses to it, but that is a weakness to slow, is they don't apply to class disadvantage. And Night Thrasher I got to stretch. My doctor and my chiropractor have told me that I have to stretch while I do this, which I'm sure you all wanted to know. That was not needed information. But the point is he can just do those things. You saw he did it to Nightcrawler there. And the synergy for Cosmic Ghost Rider is excellent. And I think for Cosmic Ghost Rider, that's one of his few downsides, is he does not have an evade counter. So I think Night Thrasher is an excellent champion in his own right, and he is a fantastic travel partner for Cosmic Ghost Rider. Let's see if I may have missed a little bit of chat here. All right, saving the tokens, and thank you so much for explaining it. And if there's people are asking in the chat, please keep explaining, because this is confusing. We don't want people to miss out on the rewards. So thank you for all the explanations. If you have any questions about it, John knows his stuff, so I feel confident in this. Check out the video from Seaton to kind of explain the event a little bit and make sure no one misses their rewards that they're going to be working for and trying for here. White Bear, it is a joke. Thank you for saying. Like, I'm enjoying the whole 80s vibe of it. Like, this is my childhood. I was born in the late 70s, and so I was growing up in the 80s. So this is my childhood. That being said, it feels a lot like my childhood, actually. Lots of flashing, bright colors, and extremely confusing. So maybe Kabam knows what they're doing. I hadn't thought of that until just now. Monkey, what's going on, buddy? So good to see you. And Agent X, yep, that's so that was. It's almost embarrassing to say it now, but I look back on some of the Professor X videos I made when he first came out. I was in love with that champion, and I still am. But I kept talking about like what a great evade counter he was, and I thought his damage was good, but I was not playing him the way that you and MSD and Barrowman are now showing everyone how to play him. And so he's so much better than an evade, just an evade counter. But yeah, that is a big reason why I like Professor X. In fact, I did, for those who haven't seen it, I did my most recent champions ranking video. So the January rankings video came out, And it was a big one for me because, Act 7's now out. And so it was really a chance to kind of test some of these newer champions and that sort of thing. And so I was very proud of it. There was a lot of adjustments that were made in the rankings to reflect things I had wanted to do. Like I moved a bunch of tech champions up. I moved Apocalypse up, that kind of stuff. And I got to where I was talking about Professor X. I think she's going to get me. Nope, she didn't. And I was just like, look, I'm going to be honest. For the most part, I want you to watch my videos, but don't. Go watch these other guys. And I linked you all in the description. And I was like, they're just better. They're just better videos. Like, I'm aware of it. Let's get the best information possible out and go watch those. Yeah, sorry, I know I got stuck in story time here. I will definitely catch up on chat a little bit. I see a few questions. But I love talking about Professor X. All right, let's catch up on chat for a minute. June, what's up? People's Champ. I'm used to calling you June now because other people do. I still like Champ, though. Ariel, hey, Vega, great stream today. Thank you so much. Who should rank up to R4? All 5 stars, not duped. Thing, Darkhawk, Agent Venom, Magic, OG Black Panther, Medusa. That's a tough one, bud. Because the dupe is important for a lot of them. I'd say hold on if you can. If you don't need them for content, hold on. Magic is very good. Her awakened ability is super nice, though. And I think a big part of that kit, Thing is also very good, but that awakened ability helps him out tremendously. I don't know. Just see White Bear's kind of answering too. Yeah, Medusa as well could be really nice. I mean, those are quality champions. I wouldn't put Agent Venom in the same categories as them, and maybe even OG Black Panther, although I do hope that we see a buff there too. And I feel like that was alluded to, but who knows how long that'll take if it even does happen. Let's see here. Don't you love when I do 600 as your 4 6-star? I'm sorry, Oogly Boogly. Yeah, that's not the best. It's not the best. That is true. Monkey, you always knew Professor X had the highest output in the game. You do know your champion, so that is not surprising. Man Falcon, can you pin my last comment? Yes, thank you. I see why you are. I see it now. There we go. What does that do? Side event simplify. Think of it 2 times first. I may not keep it pinned just because, and it's a bit selfish, and I feel badly for it. It is taking up a lot of room on my top chat, and so it's making a little. Oh, there we go. Now it's taking up less room. I don't know if you did something there or I did, but either way, that works out great. And thanks for putting that up there. Let's see here. Monkey, I still think there's some utility champ I wish he had. Like access to Beavis, but I think he's a top 6 mutant. You're talking about Professor X, I assume, right? John is back. Thanks for the kind words. I don't know what was said about People's Champ, but he is awesome. So I'm glad they were kind words. All right, let's continue moving on with this. And if you caught the stream this morning, you probably heard me talk about Guardian. For me, he is one of those champions that if I can fit him on the team, I'm going to. Not just for the extra block proficiency that he provides. He just can handle a lot. He can handle a lot of these champions like an Iceman, who you often find yourself wishing you had brought a very specific counter for. But he can handle them. Let's see if I think this SB2 will get him down. Uh-oh. Not so much. Not so much. Oh, well, it is what it is. And he is down. Wade, what's up, dude? I really enjoyed our Twitter conversation a few weeks back. I think, Twitter, as I am learning, I'm new to it, is maybe not always the best place to hope for a nuanced conversation to take place. I am learning that. But I appreciate that you and I were able to have one, and I was able to gain some perspective. You know, I think you're getting a sense of me and who I am, and I want, you know, like I want everyone to have a good time in this game, and there's just no way for us to know what it's like for other people unless we ask. And I appreciate you respecting that and sharing some perspective with me. It was really helpful. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, that was probably really vague for everyone. I had made a tweet about the holiday calendar or the end of year calendar, and how like I didn't think it was that bad, and I was really hopeful that it would get buffed, and I thought that it would, or that I thought that there was like it was a bit of a trick, like Kabam was kind of like screwing around with us a bit, and I could have written it. I could have written it a lot better. I could have written it a lot better. So I don't want to make it sound like, I hate when people do that. They're like, I didn't do anything wrong. Everyone just got angry at me. I definitely could have written it better. And me and Wade had a nice conversation. And he was kind of letting me know about like, hey, you know, some of us really rely on this. We see it as a gift from Kabam saying, thank you for playing our game. Thank you for playing our game. And I had never really thought of it that way. And it made a lot of sense to me. So that was cool. I appreciated it. Let's see. Agent X, I put Professor X in the top 5 because he's not generally restricted by anything. Immunity is the only thing I say he lacks, and to do his non-contact hits, he doesn't always need those immunities. Agent X, are you saying top 5 champions in the game or top 5 mutants? Mutants are so good that saying top 5 mutants is still a really big deal. It's still a really big deal. So I'm very curious on that. Monkey, think Apocalypse's synergy value is so high. The fact you can help it. Yeah, and honestly, here's the thing with Apocalypse is I almost think he deserved to be rated very highly, even without the Horseman. I know. I would really need to sit there and think it through, but on first blush, I think he's awesome on his own. He is really darn good. He is really good. So I messed this up. If I accidentally triggered Dex, it was not my plan, because the health pools aren't that big. You can immediately just get them down with the SP2. And then once I did that, I should not have triggered the power gain. I should have waited until after the SP3 here. But it's not going to be that big a deal. It's, you know, it's not going to ruin this fight. And that's just kind of a little bit of what we've talked about as far as tailoring the fight to kind of what happens and those sorts of things. PP, vague. Yes, it was a bit vague. All right, let's finish her off. The only champion who doesn't get benefits from horse and abilities, as far as I know, is Namor. Namor doesn't get anything. He doesn't get anything. But yeah, that's probably right. Agent X, top 5 mutant. Yeah, and I think that reflects where I have him, actually. I think I have him as the 5th mutant. I was really tempted to put him into the into my top tier, but without the immunities, I kind of want to experience it for myself a little bit. The way you all are playing him is really advanced, I think. And so I want to experience it. All right, White Bear champs. I'll take flack for this. Mine's Colossus, just a beast for your top mutant. No, I'm not going to give you flack for it. I think that's a legit non-biased take. I really do. For me, I think I have him 4. But he is in that top tier. He's in that top tier for sure. John, Man Falcon, let me go dig around. Okay, so you guys are having a conversation. Cool. HD1, Vega, really dig the channel. Don't chat much, but wanted to say thanks for the CGR video. Just pulled him as a 5-star feature. It really helped me a bunch, and I am learning him. Dude, that is awesome. I love hearing that. That video has been really cool for me because I'm getting more and more comments like that. I think as more and more people are getting him, and it just feels good. It really does. I enjoy streaming more than I enjoy making the videos, and I do enjoy making the videos. But the videos are the ones that get comments like that. And that's awesome. Thanks so much for letting me, Joe. Letting me know. I do appreciate that. All right. Wait, Thrillson, you think Domino is the best mutant? I think she is too. Well, no, let me rephrase this. I think she could be, depending on your roster and what folks are trying to get with her. I don't have her as high ranked as some others, but I understand why people like her so much. Oh wow, looks like I just completed a couple of the things here. So yeah, so this is what you guys were talking about with the 6-star shards. So that's awesome. And then I'm well on my way to the Cavalier prize card. All right, cool. And then we'll just jump in and do some of the event quests here now. I think we were doing the Cosmic earlier today, and I think we're finishing that off. Might as well just finish that off. I'd like to bring an Archangel for the boss. Of course, as soon as I said today that I've always soloed her, I died. But then I soloed her the other time. And Angela is fun for this. Where is my Angela? There she is. And I think there's someone else. Oh yeah, Magneto. Just because I don't want to have to go in and look at the whole map. I'd rather just jump in and do this. So let's get our Magneto going. And we'll keep going. Let's see. It makes him bad. Interesting. I've never even thought of doing that though. I really do like your list though, Vega. One of the best ones out there. Thank you very much, Agent X. I really do appreciate that quite a bit. I do. All right, so we've got one lane left, I believe, here. Should make sure of what it is, just in case it really does require. Nope, does not require anything special. And let's get to it. Wait, so what do you think about Sasquatch, Vega? Chat. Anyone use him offensively? I like Sasquatch. I don't love Sasquatch. And I wanted to like him a lot. I'm glad I got him. I took him to rank 3, mainly for defensive purposes. My biggest issue with him is I like my mystics to be able to nullify and to control power somehow, or to manipulate power, and he really doesn't. And then I feel like he's this big brawler, and you build up to these big SB2s, right? Like you refresh, I think it was the Rupture, I think it's called, and you build up to these what are supposed to be these big SB2s, but he doesn't. His crit rate is so low that I feel like the payoff's not always there. And so I feel like sometimes the fights end up lasting longer. So I think he's good. I just don't think he's great. And a lot of that, of my opinion, or the reason why it come across maybe a little more negatively than I intend, is I think we all have seen those videos of him doing these massive SB2s. And so people see that and are like, oh my gosh, I got to get that, right? It's like Cosmic Ghost Rider. The difference is when you play Cosmic Ghost Rider, there are reliable ways for you to recreate those huge SB2s or those huge mediums. There's reliable ways for you to do that. With Sasquatch, there really isn't. There's a way for you to increase your odds, but there's no way for you to make it reliable. And so you build to this big event that so often doesn't happen, in my opinion. That's my thing with him. I like him. I don't love him. All right. Let's go with our girl Angela. What's my opinion of Venom the Duck? Very good, especially for long content. He's not going to be the best champion in the game, but very usable, very sustainable as you build him up. I know people who do incursions love him. A lot of flexibility too, a lot of versatility. but I'm not aware of someone using him to clear content that otherwise was very difficult to clear. All right. All right, let's hope this SP3 ends it for us. What's up, Zero Frost Ninja? Thanks so much for showing up. No, you are not the only one. In fact, that's been a topic of conversation. Was that this event quest was a bit complex. Wade Thrillson, I 100% agree with you that Domino is the best dressed mutant. I think you're being a little funny there too, although being serious. She's also one of my favorites to play. Like there's something about her that I think just induces confidence. There's some champions I call them confidence inducing champions. Like Doom is one for me, Magneto is one for me, Archangel is one for me. Like you just go into the fight and you're like, I'm about to own this fight. And there's I think they did a great job with Domino, like her animations, her stance, her specials. I feel like you're just going to figure out a way to win. This champion she's on the border of confident and cocky, and I love it. So I'm with it. Sunspot, I do like his ending animation where he fixes the tie. So I hear that too, Agent X. I hear that for sure. Stink, but dude, if we're not going to take hits to the face, what's the point, buddy? Right? I mean, come on. Yeah, it happens. It happens. You know, what are you going to do? That's why that's one of the things I like about War is I can use invulnerability boosts. You can use a little invulnerability boost. You make a little mistake, no big deal. Nothing to worry about. All right. Let's see if we can't finish this dude off here. Nope, I'm going to send him. I think I was in danger sending him to his SP2 or 3 before I killed him. And you guys have probably heard me say it a million times. I don't mind using items, but I don't want to purposely make it so I have to. I don't mind using them. But dude, we literally speaking the same language with you? I think I'm missing something. Try to look through. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'm not fully understanding. There's no way Domino's better dressed than Deadpool X-Force. John, that's right. I am showcasing Angela's her durability, her survivability. I'm curious how this will turn out. I'm doing this just because I'm curious to see how this will work. I want to test something here if I can. I thought that was going to push me to my SP2. It did not. Let's see here. Yeah. My test didn't go the way I had hoped, but it'll be fine. Let's go ahead and build to that SP3 now. Yeah, I've triggered 3 judgments. So we'll go ahead and just, if I can get her to throw the special. She does not want to. All right. That is her prerogative. But it would be really nice. Man, she does not want to throw her specials. Oh, and now she does. Okay. And I've got 4 weaknesses on me. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough, Captain Marvel. I see how you're playing this. So I think this will trigger one buff only, just the Fury. Let's try to get some of those weaknesses off, and then let's go for the end. Let's finish this. Let's finish this. Man. Yeah, that did not finish it the way I hoped it would. That's okay. All right, so that took a little longer than expected, but I think that's also like a good example of what we've talked about with Cosmic Ghost Rider is like, yeah, it's Zero Frost Ninja, you're pointing it out, his block proficiency, right? And obviously I had to trigger Dex a whole bunch of times. Not that wasn't that beefy of an opponent, so I don't want to overstate it. But, well, no, that's 44,000. Yeah, that's up there. Is you just try to like keep it cool, remember the judgment system, remember the buffs that will come up with it. He's gonna figure it out. You know, if you can manage to do all that, you're going to figure it out. Took a little longer than I had wanted it to, but we got it done. What I had kind of hoped, what I had wanted to see, was what his damnation would do to her, but I don't think we got to see that at all. At the end there, I think she had lost her indestructible before I was able to trigger that 5th judgment. If anyone caught that, let me know, but that's how I think I saw it, or that's how I recalled seeing it. And then when we sent her into her binary the first time, I had not triggered 5 judgments. So we didn't get to see it work out the way I'd hoped. I think I actually don't want to. Yeah. I think I'm going to mess this up here. I think it's going to get messed up. The Mandalorian. What is up? Is that the Mandalorian? Is that the real one? If it is, either way, actually, either way. Of course it's the real Mandalorian, but I think you know what I meant. Is that KT1's buddy? If so, hello. And if it's not, hello. And thank you so much for showing up to both of you. Thank you so much to both of you. That made sense in my head. Yes, it's me, Vega. Oh, cool. Dude, thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate that. It was very kind of you. Thank you. Metal Sonic Dude. The gameplay's done. That did not take you long. Holy smokes. I was talking about how I have to stay up till 7 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. And here you are, like, what, 30 minutes later? But that's why you're Metal Sonic Dude, and I am Vega. So that is awesome. I'm really looking forward to this. Did a full path in 7.1 plus a boss solo. It's going to be a good one. So for those who don't know, he's talking about a Cosmic Ghost Rider video. I cannot wait for that to come out. That is going to be awesome. Daddy Longlegs. Oh, dude, DLO. What's up, dude? How are you doing? And you're saying you voted for Mysterio. Oh, did I miss a question? Did I miss a rank up question? Let's go back to that. Fred, question. I can rank 2 a new 6-star. Options are Gambit, Mysterio, Black Widow. Who do you recommend? Mysterio. Yep. Yeah, definitely Mysterio. Not that the other two aren't good. They are. But I know Mysterio. He's very unique. That passive heal block is impressive. And he does good damage. He does really good damage. I like his play style. He's fantastic against Dominoes, who are trouble no matter where you find them. Mysterio. Yeah. I can say that with a lot of confidence. Mandalorian K2-1 partner in crime. You guys put on a really good show. You two really do put on a good show. Let's just... No, Angela's gonna die. We'll go Cosmic Ghost Rider. Have some fun with it. See what we can do. No, I did not R3 my Mysterio. Who did I take up instead? There had been thought that I might do it. I had those, there was a season, it was War Season 2 seasons ago, I believe. That didn't go the way I wanted it to go. And now I'm not going to be able to do this. Sorry, hold on. Have to concentrate. All right, Elsa, come on. All right, I'm just going to build to the SP3 to get that Fury. Mysterio. That's what I was trying to talk about, Mysterio. I did not. Who did I take up instead? I took up a different champion, and I can't remember who it was. Who did I take up? I took up a different tech champion instead of Mysterio. Oh, Warlock. I ended up taking up Warlock. I would have been taking up Mysterio solely for those war fights, and someone else had did it. I think Dilly did it, and I've ended up using Warlock in War this season, and so I've been really happy with that. And I do think Warlock is overall, in general, a better champion. So this was a second not very good Cosmic Ghost Rider play because of Buffed Up. Having to play him a certain way with Buffed Up is in there. But this was, I think, another good example of, stuff goes wrong, it's fine. Just take your time, reset, and you'll get it figured out. All right, let's get back to some chat here. Mega Farts, you're never late, dude. You're like a wizard. You show up exactly when you mean to. I appreciate you showing up. And thanks for saying hi to Mando. Mando's awesome. All right. Zero Frost Ninja, do you think Kabam is ever going to fix... No, I don't. I think that's actually how it's intended, and I'll explain in a second. His SP1 animation, his initial dive-in attack, and that heavy are all very quick. And in War, they have been catching people like crazy. My alliance is pretty good at War. We've had a bad season by our standards. What's up, DL? Thanks for jumping in line. I'm going to answer this question, and then I appreciate you being here. I think that's how he's intended. I think because of its quickness, and it doesn't reach very long. That's one of my few things I don't like about him on offense, but on defense, oh man, it's been catching people, and it caught me. I've been having
talking about
Hulkbuster and his heavy animation. I think it's intentionally quick. I think his initial dive in, like his medium as he's going to cover map, and his SP1, they're all very quick. It's reminiscent of Luke Cage's I think it's his SP1. It can catch you. I know.
Well, especially on because I take him on diss track. And so you want to heavy in response, and the spacing is so inconsistent.
Yeah.
With Sunspot, I mean.
Yeah. Yes. I actually pretty much gave up even trying to do that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel cocky, though, and then I get hit.
Icarus, buddy. Icarus. That node's in the game for a reason. It's to remind you. Fly too close to the sun, and your feathers will melt off. Right, that's the actual legend of Icarus. It's a weird one.
Yeah,
it's to teach kids not
wax
to try
melts.
too hard. Yeah, it's the wax, right? Not glue. Glue, like they had glue back when they were coming up with the Greek legends. All right.
Yeah, it's called wax.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. But it was not made by Elmer's. No. I think there was a question in here. Eric, what's up, buddy? Thanks so much for showing up. I do really like Mysterio. If there was an add-on to the question, I apologize. Please add it on. Throw it into the chat again, and we will get to it. White Bear, I've given up trying for Aegon. I'm sorry. Is Gilly 99 worth a go? You're free to play. And trying to get through the game quick. Those do not go well together.
Nope.
I mean, it's a game, play it the way you want. I always advise taking your time, even if you're not free to play. Like, just play it as it is and enjoy it if you can. Um, should you give up on Aegon? I don't think so, because I think you're eventually going to want to do Labyrinth of Legends if you haven't. You're eventually going to want to do Abyss of Legends if you haven't. And he's beyond helpful. He's beyond helpful.
Well, the important point to make is that they don't really substitute for each other. Like, they're both combo based, but Gilly 99 is closer to like Star-Lord with the ability to take stuff across one fight than Aegon, who's built around entire quests.
Yeah. And Aegon can get used in non-long format questing too. I don't think that gets brought up enough.
Yeah, I've used him in both AQ and War a couple times, and if you've got him at a high enough sig and you learn how to play around it properly, like you use the L1 more because it's so many hits for so little damage, you can get things done. Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about... Oh yeah, for specifically Abyss. If you're looking for substitutes for Aegon for Abyss, I would definitely not go with Gilly 99. You'd have to end every single fight with an L3, and I'm still not 100% sure it'd be worth it. I've seen some people use Ghost. Vega and I actually have a friend in ISO 8 who did a significant chunk of Abyss with Morningstar, who's probably a better substitute for Aegon.
Who was that? Was that Capcom?
Mm-hmm.
And
did a few of his early paths with her.
Real quick, I saw a question from Wade. Wade, this is, and for those of you who don't know, this is DLL that's in chat. He frequently joins me on call, a wealth of information on this game, and he was the alliance leader of the first super competitive or real competitive alliance I ever joined. I'm going to step off screen just for a minute to stretch, but I think we will still have DLL on voice. DL, if you don't mind, and I will be.
I've got about 10 minutes until dinner, but I'll be here.
Perfect. I'll be gone for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, and I'm also currently in Savage Squad, which Vega may not know this yet, but I think he and I might be facing each other in war today. Don't go with Colossus, that's fun. General Maddox, it's going good. Hey Mandalorian. Strife will not be an Aegon for mutants. Yeah, that's a good point, Mandalorian, is that you don't necessarily need somebody to be an Aegon for them to be an Abyss option. You know what? That might be the food, given that my dog's going crazy. I'm gonna go check on that. Yeah, I don't know if we have met before, but yeah, I mean, like, because some of the other best substitutes for Abyss, like I've seen people use Magneto in some fights. I use Torch for a lot of fights where I'd seen people say to use Aegon. And really, you're not looking for necessarily somebody who can do what he does. You just want to cover all of the fights and do a lot of damage efficiently in not a lot of hits. Zero Frost Ninja, I mean, I'll let Vega answer this when he gets back, but as far as moving from a casual alliance to a competitive alliance, it's just all about, when it's right for you. There's no like right time, and for a lot of people, it will never be the right move to a more competitive alliance. It's just, if you are happy playing with a bunch of people with smaller accounts and lower skill levels, then stay there. But if you have the time to put in a little more work, if you have the roster and the skill level to hang at a higher point and you feel like you're not being challenged and that you are more likely to keep playing the game if you move on up, then that's it. Do it.
Yeah, and that's a question we're starting to get. I feel like I'm starting to see more. I'm curious as to why. I don't. It could just be coincidence, but I'm getting that question more and more lately, and so I'm wondering if there's more people like taking the like maybe because of the summer and everything that's happened in 2020. But if more people like had more time with the game, and so they're progressing more quickly than the rest of their alliance or something. But I'm getting that question a lot. And something that people are bringing up, and trust me, I understand this. This is literally my experience. Is they're like, I've become friends with these people. I chat with them. I chat with them online. Maybe they even rely on me because I tend to be a little bit better at war. I take all, and so there's like this genuine feeling of guilt in leaving. And I recall that. In leaving 2 alliances. This was the one that I left to come to the alliance that DLL was the leader of, and then the one before that. And my advice from that, at least my experience from that, is that I had become frustrated. Once I recognized that I was now frustrated with my alliance, even though they were my friends and I enjoyed chatting with them, I realized it was time for me to go elsewhere, because now I'm frustrated. Now I'm annoyed when people aren't ready to move in war, or they're like, I don't feel like warring today. I'm like, what do you mean? We signed up for war. You don't just not feel like it. You got to take the fight. Like, we're relying on you. That was a part from me. So yeah, for what that's worth, if that relates. White Bear, thanks so much for stopping by, dude. I appreciate it. Random Games, you're back. Oh, that's awesome. Mandalorian, man, I hate that feeling of guilt when you leave. Yeah. But at the end of the day, just keep in contact and know that you're always around. And I think that's key too. Like, sticking around, like, you can still be friends, you can still be friends. It's like not going to the same school anymore.
I'm still in a lot of chats. Like, I'm in chats with people who might have like 1 rank 2 6-star, and I have 4 rank 3s now. Like, you can still check in.
Yeah, that's a great point. In fact, I know not everyone has seen it, but I did a Tigra video, and none of it is my gameplay. None of it. And I tried to make that very... Yeah, see, this is what happened the other time, too. She must have an ability, or maybe it's the node, where she lands a ton of shock. Because every time I solo her, I don't get these massive shocks. That's the node, though, right? Or is that her? Does she do shock?
I've only taken her once so far. I forget with... Ooh, let's see. It was probably Sorcerer.
Yeah.
It might have been Claire.
Oh well. So at some point I'll have to learn how to fight her. Honestly, it'll probably be the first time I get assigned to fight her in war.
Yeah, she worries me a little bit more than Strife, honestly, because Strife just looks like another person. He looks like torch bait.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, because he does energy attacks and he has a miss mechanic.
Okay. Well,
that's all she wrote.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, Man Falcon, that's a decent way to think of it as a career. Sometimes you have to join a new company. Another way is that remember that, like, these friends that you might feel guilty about leaving behind, they also care about you, right? And they want you to be, like, happy and feel fulfilled. And they also want you to keep playing the game. Because if I had or if Vega had stuck behind it, his alliances where he was feeling frustrated, and, maybe he just would have stopped playing the game entirely. And then suddenly we have no reason to check line, and then we don't keep in touch with those old friends at all. As opposed to now, we've moved on to other alliances, sure, but we're still playing the game because we found our own level of fulfillment. We stay in touch with those people. So if you take the long view, sometimes it's the best way to keep those friends.
Yeah, that's true. And we do have a lot of friends like that in the WA chat, who've gone on to different places. A lot of them are still playing at extremely high levels, like you said. In ISO 8, and although Rye retired, didn't he?
He did, which is weird.
It does feel weird. It's our buddy who was in Ken OB. Very good player. I always still associate him with Corvus, but I know he really kind of became a Ghost player.
Mm-hmm. Well, that is our food, so I'm going to head downstairs, but good talking to you just for a little bit.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate it. Like you said, even if just for a few minutes, have fun at dinner, and I hope all goes well.
Will do. Talk to you later.
Yep. So that Jubilee looks like she might not be that much fun, especially on certain nodes. Archangel can handle her quite fine. Obviously, there's something with the shocks. I'm sure that's her abilities there, because I didn't see anything in the node that would do that. Wade, if you're still here, buddy, thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I do hope we're able to see you again. Human Torch, Rex Strife. Okay, so that's kind of what DLL was saying too. It looks like Mandalorian agrees with that. RR, she shocks through block. Yeah, that would explain it, because I think that's what I did. I think I blocked most of it, and then the shocks just accumulated quickly. All right, let's go ahead and see what the King Groot chapter is. I honestly don't know. Let's see what it is. Ooh, science. All right, we can do science. I think that'll be fine. It's diss track. When it comes to science, I'm a little less certain when I'm running suicides, which I am at the moment. But I've got the options, that's for sure. Oh, Spider-Ham. And let's see, who else? Spider-Ham, yeah, Trick, you and me are on the same page. Cap Infinity War? All right, we can do it. Anyone in particular to... I think I'll bring Claire for the King Groot. Where is she? Where's my Claire? And then maybe I will bring Fury. John, bring Cap. I always say I will, but never do. I know. You're right. You are right. Luke Cage. But now I'm not going to be able to fit in Luke, because I'm going to want to bring Fury and Goldpool. Yeah. I think this works. Right? Oh, that's weird. Got kicked out or something, huh? Christian, thank you. I am doing well, and I hope you are doing well too. Sorry, something strange happened there. Yeah, game crash. That was weird. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I'm not going to have enough debuffs with Cap. I was wondering how that was going to work out. Yeah, but then I'm not going to be able to bring Spider-Ham, and I really want to bring Spider-Ham. Let me look at the team there. I don't know if we're going to be able to bring Cap, guys. I am sorry. Because of the distract. Luke Cage? Yeah, let's try Luke Cage. Let's try our boy, Luke Cage. Let me see if what's my 5-star looking like. It's been a while. All right. Let's go with the 6-star. Cap works with a tech champ. All right, I'll back out and I'll put in. No, Cap won't work with just the tech champ. Are you guys sure? If you are, we'll do it. So if I just bring in. the tech champ. I'll swap out Luke, and then we'll go from there. Tech champ. All right, we've got options. We do have options. Who would we want to bring? Hulkbuster, of course. All right. I think I think I'm reading the advice incorrectly here. I need something to deal with thing. Let's just. Oh, I took out Cap. I didn't mean to take out Cap. This is getting ridiculous. I think I will just kind of start the quest here. Yeah, I think Spider-Ham will take care of Thing, unless there's just something really off. But we don't need that. Let's just bring Human Torch. He's very good, and we will have fun. No. You know what it was? Is I was trying to bring in everyone that various people suggested. So everyone's ideas were very good. It's just that I was trying to and do them all, and that's obviously not gonna. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. So the lesson learned there is that at some point I just need to make up my mind. All right, let's see if Rocket will kill himself here. And now he's got the taunt on him. All right, I think this will probably do it. Spider-Ham actually, well, obviously the lane is helping him out quite a bit, but he hits relatively hard too on his own. MCOC, hey, he's just got 5-star Dragon Man. Can you use him so I can learn his playstyle? If we get a chance, I will try to. He doesn't really benefit from the Mystic lane, from what I recall, but he's great, and I think you're smart to try to learn his playstyle. I am not yet totally comfortable with it. Took him into war, was so excited, and I just completely messed it up. And it was because and it was my own fault. It was because he goes unblockable on the knockdown. He does not go unstoppable. The unstoppable is only after the SP3. So you just got to keep that in mind. All right. So we will try not to let Mr. Professor X send us into Nova Flame here. And let's see if we can do that. Yeah, this is what Torch versus Professor tends to look like, and so we've moved on. But MCO, he's a great champion. Congratulations on that. Really, he can do a lot. Going unblockable on any knockdown is a big deal. You can really put that into your rotations. Excuse me for a second. Thought I was going to sneeze. Wanted to back out before I sneezed into the microphone. What was I going to say? I think the playing him though is a little bit different whether you're running suicides or not, and keep that into mind. That's another thing with my my last war and using him that I really just realized I messed up. I just really messed up. I should have gone in without suicides because I was going to be throwing his SP2. So just keep that in mind. With suicides, you really just can recycle those SV3s. John, thanks so much for stopping by, dude. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure I'll see you soon, dude. All right, we've got 2 poppers on. Just trying to get the poppers up. All right. So let's apply a couple more here. And then I will go ahead and evade so we can trigger the taunt. And let's get this guy to throw it. Come on. Ooh, I thought that one was going to kill him. I was surprised it didn't. Is Dragonman good for a lot of the variants? Well, there'd be the one with the extra large. I think it'd be really important. I don't know how great he would be for, what is it, variant 5 with the a lot of the mystic benefits. He might be. He's an interesting champion in that he's kind of just good. Yeah, being dual immune and mystic and robot, I think makes him obviously very unique. So he fit into my roster. Like I had no one like that. I realized I didn't have a lot of dual immunes at rank 3 to begin with. And so the ability to get a mystic, 6-star, rank 3, dual immune robot just fit in. He doesn't do much of what your traditional mystic does. And so I don't love that about him. In fact, I'll make it clear. I don't. I think I'm seeing, is he a top 5? Well, let's see. We have Doom, Clairvoyant. I put Magic up there, and then Sorcerer. So unless I'm forgetting someone off the top of my head, I think he might be. Let me check my rankings real quick just to see if there is someone who I am forgetting. It's worth a quick look, because I don't think I am. So I have him at 6, right behind Sim Sup, but I think that's so much more dependent on just who do you need. So I have Doom, Clairvoyant, Magic, then Sorcerer Supreme, and Sim Sup, but that's really, they just do such totally different things that I think that's just, what do you need, right? Hey Vega, I hope you're having a good night. Thank you, Shadow Moses. Appreciate it. I hope you are too. They don't nullify buffs. That actually might be it. So that's part of why I like him already. I also could see defenders and nodes coming out where you can't nullify. And so having the ability to reduce their duration or you getting a benefit from them like he does could really be a big deal. I think he's good in this meta, and I think and the way it currently is, and I think he has the potential to continue to improve in importance. If I recall, let's see, Tigra. I think Tigra could be their trick. Her skill cap is so high. It is so high. And although I think she's great and she can handle some very tough fights, clearly. I don't think the payoff for her, actually, I feel strongly, the payoff for using her is not as good as the payoff for using like a Ghost or a Quake. I'm not even sure it's as good as like, a Magic or a Doom, and yet she is as harder to play than Ghosts and potentially more difficult to play than Quake. So I have mixed feelings with her. I think in the right hands, she can be amazing. But as far as just an overall champion, I wouldn't place her up as high. Yeah, it's subjective, though, so I can understand why you might. Monkey, I love Dragon Man. I think he's a top 6. Yep, that's exactly where I have him. Immortal Aegon slays a science cavi coup. All right, let's try him next time. You'll see him. I'm very much a novice with my A-bomb, though. Metal Sonic Dude, top 3 of the highest skill cap. You're talking about Tigra there, right? Well, and you're great with those champions. So yeah, that means a lot. I think there's a lot of credibility there for sure. Simsup might be top 5 as well. So he is currently in my top 5. Dragon Man was 6. But Simsup and Dragon Man Dragon Man's different than all of them. And that's why I took him up over Sorcerer, is he's just so different than all of them. So getting him up there provided something that my roster didn't already have. And he came to war almost immediately, and he came to a second war that if I had played better, he would have handled a very, very difficult fight. It was Hulkbuster on that Stunning Reflection node. And if I had just played better, he would have handled it no problem. All right, so we've got the taunt from the evade. And she's down. I know the node is enhancing his damage a little bit, but he is quite good. I really enjoy Spider-Ham. Megafart, that's a good take. I don't have an experience with Magic. Oh, so that's the thing, right? Is I've found that more and more with a lot of players. They're like, Magic? Why Magic? It's like, trust me on Magic. And then being able to put her in so many war videos has been really helpful. I think some people just don't have her. And, you know, she is an older champion. She's not available as a 6-star. So I could see why a lot of folks really haven't seen what can be done at her. Like you don't really see a lot of YouTubers doing like a Magic breakdown or a Magic how-to or showcase like that these days. And that's understandable. She's been in the game for so long. She's not even available as a 6-star. But if you watch enough war videos, or at least mine and some people like that, you'll see there. Zero Frost Ninja, I think She-Hulk has a better reward for mastering than Tiger does. Yeah, I think so too. She-Hulk is awesome. I don't think she's as hard to play as Tigra, but that's not what you said. That you didn't say that. So why am I saying what I'm saying? She's excellent. In fact, we had a very tough fight in war the other day. It was Dragon Man, and I'm not going to remember the node. But I believe... Shoot, I'm not going to remember the node. And I remember thinking that... I think it was maybe Mixmaster. And I remember thinking that She-Hulk would have been an awesome option for her with her SP2. I did some duels, and it was working out pretty well. I'd be curious to see how it would work out on a full... war fight though, because those are lengthy, and you know you got Mixmaster in there, so there's a lot of other variables in just a duel, right? It's not that hard to make something look good in a duel. That's purely just proof of concept. It's not even really proof as much as it is proof of potential. Although it looks like Metal Sonic Dude is agreeing with you. All right, we got the taunt on. See if we can get this SP2 off in time to benefit from it. There we go. So we're going to pop 4 of these. The taunt fell off. Okay. Metal Sonic Dude, if you're there, when you're playing spam, are you... just doing like medium over and over? Are you doing the 5-hit combos? I've tested around with both. There's times where I really like just the medium to try to get the poppers up there, and then the other times I just enjoy the 5-hit combo. Maybe it's just from medium. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I'm trying to figure out I do like the SP2. So I think maybe 5-hit combos if I'm really trying to build up to a special for any reason. But it feels like the damage is coming from the poppers, so that would be the important thing to try to emphasize, right? The 5 is so satisfying. Yeah, and I think it's also just muscle memory, and unless I'm really concentrating on not doing the full 5, that's just what's going to happen. You know, it's like when you take Mixmaster, I really have to concentrate to not do that. So if I'm not concentrating on my combos, the 5-hit combo is what's going to come out. Let's see here. Do we have a couple questions? Vega, at Jubilee fight, just Dex for the spark punch and keep a distance from it like I did. That way you won't get shot. Awesome. That is great to know. Thank you so much. So Dex decks the sparkles, the spark punch, and then keeps some distance. Makes a lot of sense, and I think that's what happened. So thank you. Mega farts. Magic better than long shot. Agreed. And voodoo. Agreed. But not is SS. Is that Symbiote Supreme or Sorcerer Supreme? Which Supreme? Or both Supremes? Let me know. I'm curious. Although I do think she's better than both. Maybe not Sorcerer. Hard to say. But what she does so well. Like solo, I take her to war frequently. Solo so many fights that no one else could do the way she does it. It's just, they just can't. Like the Mixed Master Apocalypse the other day. I was really proud of that fight. I messed up a lot. There's something weird, a connection, and I think I just wasn't playing that great, but grinded it out and soloed her, so I felt good. Sorcerer, actually, both, too. Ooh, both. All right. I like your take. You know, you got your opinion. I like it. Zero Frost Ninja Shuko is easy to pick up, hard to master. That's true. But the payoff for putting it into the effort and mastering her is a lot higher than payoff for Master Tiger. I think it definitely more has more applicability, or you can apply it a much wider net. That's for sure. I think Tigra's dominance is in a much smaller amount of fights. I think that I completely agree with that. Let's see. I don't remember exactly how this node works. Whenever a buff on the defender expires, if the attacker lands a heavy or special attack before second, the defender is faltered. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Looks like I need to land a heavy or something like that at some point. I started the fight before I saw those last few questions. I apologize. If I can, I will look up to review them, because it would have been nice to talk about them right now. Man, she's even nullifying the vigilance. She is really amazing. Just continue to bait these SP1s from him. I learned that tip from KT1, that shortening your combo really can induce the defender to throw their special. I played this game for years and did not know that, and then I think I saw a video from him like a year and a half ago to 2 years ago where I picked up that tip, and it is really helpful. All right, let's see if this finishes him off. Nope. Almost, though. All right. What was the question there I saw? Do you have any advice for growing as an MCO YouTuber? Is there any equipment that I need? No. I know some people who make actually excellent videos from their phone. I think maybe they do it from their iPad. Really high quality stuff. I used to show some crystal openings from some friends, and one of them used to edit them before. I didn't want to know the results of the crystal openings because I wanted to be genuinely surprised by what I saw, so that my reaction was genuine. I wasn't pretending or acting. And he would send me these like very well edited videos with graphics and things like that. So I guess that is equipment, right? But if I assume if you're playing the game, you might have an iPhone, which is pretty expensive as it is. And then advice is to do what sounds fun, and try not to be too worried about if it's perfect. I get caught up in that earlier. If you heard, I was saying that I have these videos that I want to make, and I start making them, and then I'm looking for the gameplay for them, and they're not perfect. And so I just keep redoing them, and all of a sudden it's bedtime, and I'm like, I got to go to bed. I have work in the morning. Like, what am I doing? And then I don't get the video out. And it's like, what was the point of that? Like, it doesn't need to be perfect. As long as I'm demonstrating what the champion can do, I think that's all that really matters. If I take a 5-hit combo, like, who cares? If the people that comment on that and decide that like I'm not a good player, or they shouldn't be watching that video because I took a 5-hit combo, like, they probably were going to find a fault with the video anyway, is what I think, right? I think that, and then also this one's a little tough because I've played this game for 6 years, and I've played in the AQ1 Alliance. I'm now in 4 Loki. I got into 4 Loki because I've been talking to Taters, who's one of the leaders there. I've been talking to him for over 2 years via line. I have a significant amount of friends there. The relevance of that is that when I finally decided I was going to start the channel, which I had been considering doing for like 2 years, is I had a lot of friends who were YouTubers who have very big channels who told me, they're like, look, if you actually work hard at this is something you're really going to do, and your stuff's any good, then we will shout you out and we will help you get eyes on your videos. And so I think my situation is very unusual. That's not typical for most people starting a YouTube channel. And mine's still not huge. I'm under no delusions. But it's a lot bigger than one would expect when you know that I started the channel in January. I hope that was helpful. And I'm definitely open to answering more questions if you have any. Monkey, I was doing a Realm of Legends Wolverine solo with the Mortal Eye Bomb, expecting it to be easy, but that RNG gods went crazy. I think I saw your video though. You got him down. It went well. Wolverine propped 4 regions and was ticking up. Yeah, no, that's true. But you did get the solo, right? That's what my memory is of this solo happening. Zero Frost Ninja. I've always wanted to get into YouTube, but I look at all the amazing content creators who are super skilled and talented, and I feel like I don't have anything unique to offer the community. Yeah, buddy. You know what? That's exactly how I felt. That's exactly how I felt, and I'm definitely not saying like, and look at me, look how great I am. That's not the case at all. In fact, what I'm saying is like, I just happen to really enjoy this. I am enjoying stream. I'm enjoying talking to people, and so that's what I'm doing. I do the videos as well. But I really, at the end of the day, don't think most viewers care. And you tell me if I'm saying like, look at my 6-star rank 3, like I think that does catch some eyes. But if the information on Cosmic Ghost Rider is good and getting out there and helping people, they're going to like that, whether that's a rank 3 6-star or a rank 5 5-star. I do believe, and I'm aware that, if I can put the 6-star rank 3 on the thumbnail, that's going to catch more eyes. But I think that it's about getting the information out there too. And then of course entertaining, right? Like people really enjoy seeing different personalities and things like that. So but if it was always just the best players, we'd all just sit around watching Metal Sonic Dude all day. So which if he wants to put out videos all day, I'll watch them. But there's room for others, I guess is my point. Mega Farce, I'm too shy to post videos on social media. Thanks, buddy. I let that keep me from putting videos for years. I've really been wanting to do this for years. And it took a long time for me to do it. And finally, I just did it. I've been talking a lot, not enough gameplay, but my dog passed away, and we were in the middle of COVID, or I hope it was the middle. I hope we're nearing the end. And I was like, I just got to do this. Why am I not? I've been wanting to do it, so I should. All right. Monkey, are you still here? If you're still here, yeah, you just said something. Let's try the Immortal A-Bomb, dude. Let's try the Immortal Abomination. I believe I took him to rank 2. Yeah. And let's throw Spider-Ham in there. I still like him so much. I might regret not having Human Torch. Will Immortal Abomination be able to handle it? I'm curious. He won't be able to do Plagued Mind, will he? I think for Plagued Mind, I'm gonna sub out Immortal A-Bomb, put back in Human Torch, and then we'll just go ahead through that quest again, and we'll use Spider-Ham and Human Torch, just so we don't have the situation we had last time where I kept exiting out. I know that wasn't very fun to watch. It's a, I just made the switch. We'll do some Mortal A Bomb at some point. We'll do some Mortal A Bomb at some point. All right. Ariel, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. Like I said, I love doing this. I'm a little bit surprised at how much I enjoy the streaming, and that's mainly because I didn't really realize what it was like. If I had known what it was like, I think I would have started the channel so much longer ago. Parzival, buddy, how are you? I'm doing great. We've been going for about an hour and 40 here. I think we'll probably go for another 15, 20 minutes. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for stopping by. What are, I know there was a question about Strife there, I think Monkey was saying maybe we should try, so I have not fought Strife yet. I will eventually get to it. What's everyone's thoughts on him? I know that the thinking is that maybe he is going to be amazing. Are we still thinking that? What are the thoughts? Jubilee seems like she's a fine addition to the contests, but she's not going to be, meta defining or anyone's, like I used to use the term top shelf. She's not going to be anyone's top shelf. What about Strife? Right, as of right now, I'm most excited about him as a synergy for my Apocalypse, but that's because I really love Apocalypse. And I already have him at rank 3. And Monkey, I see what you're saying. The Plagued Mind is really long. But I don't, we'll do a Mortal A-Bomb at some other time. But you're right, it could have worked just fine. I see that now. Zero Frost Ninja, that's the thing. Whatever information I think I can provide, I don't think it's something that's not already available on YouTube. Possibly better to do it on other channels. Well, yeah, I mean, I hear you, buddy. I really do. I really do. I don't know. There's different personalities, different things that people enjoy. Because I think people do a fantastic job, right? Like, an example for me of this is Karate Mike. I became aware of his channel. My time's going to be a little bit off, but I became aware of his channel around the time where he put out a video where he soloed a thing boss in AQ with Emma Frost. And I would just remember thinking like, yeah, okay, this is it. Like, this guy's entertaining. He's relatable. I feel like I'm kind of talking to him, even though it's just a video. Like, I'm not even able to ask him any questions. He put out really, really, really good information. Like, I learned a lot about Emma Frost and that fight in general. And it's like, okay, so I'm not as good as Karate Mike. But it's not, and this is why I was referencing Metal Sonic Dude earlier. Like, if Metal Sonic Dude streamed 24 hours a day, like, okay, like, I get it. But he can't. He's, or at least I don't believe he can. And so, like, there's more information to get out there. There's more entertainment. There's more enjoyment. I don't know. And also, like, if you think that's something you would enjoy, then go for it. I mean, what's the worst thing that happens? Parzival, you're doing well. You're busy between life and class. Yeah, I'm glad, dude. Class, that's good. That is important. Clyde, what's up, buddy? Samuel, hey Vega, didn't you stream earlier? I did. I love streaming. So I love making the videos. That's what got me into this. Here, I want to pay attention to this fight. So I love making the videos. Like, I made my first couple of videos and I was hooked immediately. I was like, I want to get better at this. I want to get more information out. I want to learn to edit better. And I still have a lot to learn, of course. But then I did the first stream. And it took me a long time to get my first stream going because of COVID. It took a long time to get the computers, and we did some construction. We built this room and various things. And then I did my first stream and I was hooked on streaming. Like, I am hooked on this. I absolutely love this. And I love it. Like, we have streams with like, I think I've had like 100 people at some points. And right now it looks like we have about 28. And it could be two of us and we could just be talking and I would be having an amazing time. Like, I love this. I love the questions, the interacting. It's just awesome. Clyde, any tips on how to get enough subs for CCP access? I really want to be able to access that. No, I don't. So my only advice is just do you. Just do you. And then also don't be scared to change it up a little bit. If you've been with my channel long enough, you know that I've changed up a few things. I even switched alliances and kind of what I was putting out there. But the channel and the game became so intertwined for me. I was enjoying the channel and enjoying the game. And I was like, I want to get good at the game again. I had been good at it a while back. And I want to get good at it again so that I can give more information out and do the sorts of things. And I think people are enjoying it. I think they are. That's the way it feels. And so that's my advice. And then in regard to the CCP, my understanding, I happen to know a few CCP members, right? Of course, is that there's just so many people applying. It just takes forever. I've actually applied and I have heard literally nothing from them. So you could be very qualified. You could have all the subscribers. You could have a catalog of videos and live streams, and you still just may never hear anything on it. So my advice would just be stick with your channel, have fun with it, do what you think is working for you and you're enjoying. And then if the CCP happens, it does. That's the advice I'm taking for myself. So I want to see Spider-Ham here against Thing. I've taken Thing a couple times. There was a Thing in Act 7 that I took with Spider-Ham, and Spider-Ham destroyed him. Then the thing I wanted to really notice was I don't think the poppers triggered protection, which is a big deal. I just completely misplayed the rock stats because I'm busy talking. Let's see if I can get this back. Yeah, Thing is... I still need one more thing. Let's hold your block, huh, buddy? All right. Thing played ball. All right. Come on, little pig. I dug that hole myself. All right. It was nice to get out of that little hole. Yeah, look at that. That was awesome. That was awesome. That's exactly what I thought had happened. Wow, that is cool. That is really, really cool. And that was only like, what, 6 of the poppers? Although we are getting the fury from the node there. But I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. All right, let's get back to some questions. Monkey, I think champs like iBomb and Dragon Man have a lot of content they can do, but they don't have much recognition because... yeah, I agree. I think you're right. What I kind of would like to do, I want to try to get through this EQ a little more quickly than I usually do. Usually I'm cutting it close. I'd like to get through this, and then I want to get back to streaming Act 7 and Variant, finish those off, and then I want to go through and start taking other champions in, right? Like while I'm doing Act 7 and Variant, I'm kind of just getting through, doing the stream very much like this, a lot of talking and just, testing stuff out, and it is what it is. And then I want to take in and find like test champions like iBomb and Dragon Man who aren't as readily available, but they will be when other people are getting there. So that's what I would like to do. Rocky X, if I did one Spidey quest last week and the rest of me, am I ready? I honestly don't know. One of the things that was recommended was, I guess Seaton did a video breaking down this month's EQ. We all agreed it was very confusing, not the video, but the event. And Seaton's video apparently is very good on it. So Rocky, if I imagine you know who Seaton is, check it out. It looks like he made a great video, and I recommend checking it out. A lot of people in the chat agreed that it was a really helpful breakdown. Esteban, yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, Vega, how's your afternoon? I'm doing great, Kai. How are you? MCOC Hayes, is Gambit worth R4? I have not really tested my Gambit. I do know some smart players who really like him, though. So in general, I would say probably. I would say probably. Maybe take a look and see if what he does is helpful to what you need, if it's helpful to your roster. Fuji, hey Vega, what's up? What's up, buddy? How are you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by. And then Pars, did you ever try Luke with Champion Synergy in this quest? No, no, I did not. Although people were saying that I should have been using Luke earlier. Maybe that's what I'll do. Is I'll start trying to use some of these other fun champions. I just love using certain champions like Spider Pig. I'm having so much fun with this guy that I tend to just go to him when I can. And then like with the skill chapter, I love Squirrel Girl. And then with tech, I love Guardian and Hulkbuster. So maybe I should stop using just my favorites and use some of these other ones. Like, I don't remember who anymore recommended using Angela, and she's clearly made the quest so much more efficient and simple. All right, I think she's going to kill herself here. Nope, not quite. We'll finish her off. Let's see here. Did you ever, Megafarts, you were already good to begin with. I think you're talking to me, brother. When you were with me when I was in NY, I feel like I remember your name from videos when I was in New York, or NY, I guess it is, NY Guardians. Thanks. I was all right. You know, in war, I got the same like basic 3 or 4 or 5 fights. The only semi-tough fights I ever got were some Human Torch fights. I'd get some kind of tough Human Torch fights, and it was just different. I really liked it there, but it's just a very different mentality in regard to war. Ironically, they end up in Masters regularly, and so does For Loki. So I think that kind of just shows you how you can end up in the same place, despite having very different techniques and attitudes about it. And also, like, it was multifaceted. The other reason I wanted to switch was in NY, I had quite a few friends I had played the game with for a long time. I really enjoyed that. But I also had a large amount of friends in For Loki that I had played the game a very long time with. And I hadn't played with them in like 2 or 3 years. So I wanted to get back to it. Parzival, Vega might be the only YouTuber who talks to viewers more than playing. I am trying. I see that you're actually paying me a compliment, and I appreciate that. I am trying to play a little bit more than just pure talking, because I know people want to see things. But when it's like the monthly event quests, unless we're really trying to test something, let's talk, let's hang out. That's what I enjoy the most about streaming. I know it's not for everyone, but I'm having fun with it. Fuji, in the featured 6-star pool, 19 would be okay. 3 are jackpots, 2 are useless from roster. And I get one of those 2 useless ones. I was really hoping that's not how that paragraph was going to go. So depressing. Just wanted to share. I'm sorry, buddy. If it's of any consolation, we've all been there. We've all been there. And it stinks. But the featured is so good, man. You know, in this game, it's a lot of other things that are statistics involved or random number. Like, we can't control for certainty. I still think you made the right call. I still think whatever is going to give you the best odds of success. And I think as you put it down, you know, 19 are okay, 3 are jackpots. That's 22. That's pretty darn good. So I think you made the right call. Monkey, CCP is not worth grinding for, in my opinion. Yeah, you get early access, but without people to talk to, I don't find it worthwhile to post content. A lot of people who comment on my vids, including Vega, are the ones who generally watch. Yeah, that's true. You know, so for me, the CCP is kind of a tricky thing. When it first got announced, I remember thinking like, okay, that's a clear conflict of interest, but all right. And I had not fully started my channel yet. And I didn't like it. I really actually did not like it. I thought it was placing, and let me be clear, I thought it was placing the YouTubers in an unfair position. right? I didn't think it was fair to them, because why would they not want to be in the CCP? You know, why would they not want to? Like, they're going to get early access to champions. They're going to get to make videos on these champions, which means they don't need to grind them out in the arena. They don't need to open crystals to try to get them. So they can make these videos about the latest and greatest and hottest champions in the game. And so I felt like it was unfair, because they are now unpaid, and it's a situation where if they don't join it, it kind of almost looks a little weird. Oh, made a mistake trying to talk too much. And so I like I said, I just thought it was a conflict of interest. I did not think it was fair the way Kabam went about it. But I get it. That's the way mobile gaming works. That's the way this works. And it's actually played out a lot better than I thought it was going to. It's a lot better than I was fearful it would. I think being in for Loki and seeing how the guys treat it and act about it, it's not like they're getting some sort of like secrets of the game that no one else is. And also seeing that they are genuinely using whatever access they have to try to make the game a better experience for all of us. Now, a lot of that's through their subjective opinion on what is better for all of us, but they are legitimately trying to make the game better for all of us. And I respect that. So I think now that I'm kind of getting a small peek behind the curtain, as they say, I think it's better than I was fearful it was going to be. I still think it's a little bit of an unfair position, though, for these for the YouTubers. But, you know, it is what it is. And now I find myself trying to get into it. Duke, what's up, buddy? How are you? I'm so glad you were able to show up, man. How I guess there's no war going on right now. I saw the war alert show up. So, and you just showed up in time for my CCP speech. Christian, I did apply. I did apply, I think like 2 months ago now, and I didn't hear anything. My understanding, because I know a lot of the guys in the CCP, is they are just overwhelmed with applications. They're like, it is what it is. Maybe try applying again in a few months. So, I'm not going to sweat it. I tend to get the champions I really want anyway, and then I can do the reviews on them. So, it's fun. Ariel, thanks so much for hanging out, buddy. Have a great, great day. Parzival, so my Alliance mate opened 9, 6 are featured, and the only champion he got was Longshot. Ouch. You know what? I had an Alliance mate too who did it. He listed his opening, and it was brutal. Like, I don't remember exactly. Here, in fact, we should probably sign off in a minute. Let me look this up, what he got, so that I don't overstate it. Here we go. So here's was his opening. His opening. Ronan, Mr. Fantastic. Falcon, Wasp, Mr. Fantastic, Wasp, Killmonger, Cole, Obsidian, Killmonger, Gambit, Punisher, Gambit, Red Goblin, Cole, I-Hulk, Wasp, I-Hulk, Netflix Daredevil, and Cable. That hurt. I had to share that with you. And I felt badly for my buddy. So, everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. Duke, I apologize that we're signing off just as you're signing on. Clyde, I know that was when I saw that he posted that today. Oh my gosh, that'll make you not want to open the featured. All right, let's check and see. I learned today that there's a good YouTuber that I am not subscribed to. And then, of course, YouTube doesn't always show you your subscriptions. Is Karate Mike's? Oh, my gosh. We've got to raid Karate Mike. Are you kidding me? This guy is awesome. He is awesome. I appreciate everyone sticking around, even though Karate Mike is streaming. That was awesome. Clyde, it was One Punch Man. I felt badly. But everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. This was a blast. I enjoy it. As I was saying, I enjoy streaming even more than I enjoy making the videos. Really appreciate the chatting and the back and forth and the communications. I'll continue to do the morning streams, that's going to be like my regular time when I can do it. Morning for me, like I did earlier today. And then when I have afternoons, this is my afternoon, that I can do this and do a little lengthier stream, I'm going to jump on and do it. This is just too much fun. So thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. And if you can, let's raid Karate Mike, see what that guy's up to.